feelings built strong like a fortress, lost inside a maze, emotions in deep storage. Careful when I step, trust is fragile and thin. Words they cut so easily, then they're gone like the wind.
People play the game, say they'll be there and vanish. Promises like shadows in the daylight, they vanish. Guarded heart, I move in silence, whispers in the dark. Can't let them see me slipping, gotta always stay on guard. Guarded heart, I got emotions that they'll never see. Protective armor on this soul that's always watching me. Trust is delicate, a thread I'm holding close and tight. Living in the shadows, always careful with mine. Secrets in my eyes, mysteries behind my gaze. People think they know me, but they're lost within the haze. Invisible scars from the lies and broken phrases. Walking through the fire, I emerge from the blazes. Truth and lies, they mingle, dancing like it's fate. So I guard my soul and never second guess my gate. Trust is rare and precious, like a diamond in the rough. In a world of masks and mirrors, gotta stay tough. Guarded heart, I got emotions that they'll never see. Protective armor on this soul that's always watching me. Trust is delicate, a thread I'm holding close and tight. Living in the shadows, always careful with my light.
They said I never rise, tried to clip my wings, but now I own the skies. I'm the one who sings. I stood on the battlefield bold and raw. They tried to cut me down, said I taste the flaw. But here I stand now feeling tall. The doubts crumble like a castle wall.
Wanna run the wall under the burning sun.
Now I watch them run like the night undone. They wanted us down to see us crawl, but in the end we broke the fall. They fall.
They whispered words meant to twist and bind. Told me my dreams were just lost in time. But I kept my heart wild and free. Their darkness couldn't swallow me.
They laughed behind my back, called me just a dreamer. But now I'm on the track, I'm a true believer.
Look at them running, ducking and hiding. They thought we'd fall, now we're the titans.
They tried to take me down, told me I'd be nothing, but wore a broken crown. Now I'm the one bluffing.
We won the war under the burning sun.
Now I watch them run like the night undone. They wanted us down to see us crawl, but in the end we broke, they fall.
Look at them running, ducking and hiding. They thought we'd fall.
Now we're the Titans. Look at them now, head in their hands. We built a kingdom from the wastelands. United and fierce, our spirits soar. They never knew we'd win this war.
We wanted it so bad. We fought, they took this fight. Now they stand so sad, blinded by our light. We won the war under the burning sun. Now watch them run like a night undone. They wanted us down to see us crawl, but in the end we broke. They fall, they fall.
Now they the shadows hiding in fear. We the beacon shining bright and clear. They echoes fade in the dust we rise, with victory's flame in our eyes. Now they the shadows hiding in fear. We the beacon shining bright and clear. They echoes fade in the dust we rise, with victory's flame in our eyes.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everyone doing? Hopefully, as we get to the end of the week, you are all doing well. So happy to see you today. I am Techo Droff. We are, you know how we are. You know how we are. We are engineered to win. Tonight, we're going to be getting into ethical hacking, penetration testing. You know how we do. What we have been working on thus far has been, let me tell you, let me give you a quick rundown of where we're at so that you can know what we've been doing and we're going to be doing it, right? So in the past few weeks, we have went over the basic Linux commands. We have, so that's like pretty much how to navigate through Linux through the terminal, doing, copying files over, stuff like that. We have also looked into commands that are going to help us with our ethical hacking, such as ping, whois, nslookup. I think we did a trace route as well. And then we also looked at some actual tools that are used for actual reconnaissance, for information gathering, such as WhatWeb. All those tools are used for information gathering, but we went deeper into like WhatWeb. We looked at the harvester, and that. So this week, today, our goal is to explore some additional reconnaissance tools, including Bbot that was mentioned on last week's show. So that is our goal for today. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I remember we had some mic issues on Tuesday night, which led me having to re-record my Wednesday's software experience concept and overviews video, because when I went back to edit that and listen, I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. So I had to record that a second time, but it came out even better. Every challenge every setback is an opportunity to get better. So that's how I'm like, you know what, this sucks, but we're gonna learn from it. We're gonna make it even better. So shout out to everyone in the chat. So happy to have you all here tonight as we continue. And tonight is a very, very special night for me, because at midnight on Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, by the way, but on Valentine's Day, my second album drops, called Abandoned. And if you were here bright and early and on time, you would have heard probably, possibly my favorite song on the album called Guarded Hearts. Oh, I love that song so much. That is my song right there. But I will play it again as we end the show, but that has to be my favorite song on the album. It's so hard to choose. It's so hard to choose. But it will also be streaming all day tomorrow on the Tech Music MUZIK channel. It's gonna be streaming all day, so you can catch it at any time of the day as well. And I have big plans for that channel as well. All right. So with that being said, let's jump into some housekeeping real quick. First and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to all of the subscribers to the channel, those who have been with me for a very long time, and those who are so brand new. I appreciate all of you guys.
I appreciate you.
The ones who are active in the chat and the ones who watch from the clouds, but they still get amazing value. Those who leave me comments and we have conversation through comments and stuff like that, allowing me to add value into your life. That is an honor for me, and I appreciate it so much. So thank you so much for us being the best.
We the best.
And I always have to shout out and salute to all of my Patreon members. Those are my tech barbarians. Those are my tech prodigy members, my technical explorers, and those who sign up for the free membership as well. Because guess what? Just by you going over there and signing up, that shows that you are getting some type of value from me, and I truly appreciate that. And that's why I always say, we have to go out there and get it.
Let's get it.
All right. So, quick updates. Tomorrow we're going to be premiering the Bug Bite, where we're going to be talking about how 21%, over 1 in 5 CISOs, Chief Information Security Officers, are pressured. They feel the pressure to basically lie, to, kind of bypass, like not report security incidents, compliance issues. The other executives are saying, can't do it. It's going to hurt us. We can't do it. You can't do it. And now these CISOs, they don't know what to do with themselves. So we're going to be reviewing about 20% of CISOs being asked to basically commit fraud. That's going to be tomorrow's episode of the Bug Bite. It's going to be a great article that we're going to be reviewing. Saturday, I am planning to go live in the morning. However, I'm debating if I'm going to do it a lot earlier in the morning because I might have something to do earlier in the day. So I might push the show up by maybe an hour and a half, maybe. So I might start around 7:45. I don't know yet. And if I do start around 7:45, we're gonna stick to that 90 minutes because I might have to. I want to go somewhere. So I will keep you posted. You'll see it scheduled. I'm probably gonna do it early, but you'll let you know, right? But because I do want to review JD Vance's his speech at the AI summit that happened in France, right? I did find Mr. Elon Musk's talk at the White House about all the government spending very, very interesting, and how people are trying to justify this kind of spending with our tax dollars. But I don't feel like reviewing that and getting into that. But I do want to review what JD Vance had to say about AI and the future of AI in the United States. All right. So plan for that and the other economic indicators that we normally review. Okay. Let's see. And yeah, so those are our upcoming shows. Of course, we're going to be going live on Sunday. We're going to continue working on DevOps. We're going to continue working on Kubernetes on Google. But yeah, that is about it. And like I already mentioned, last reminder, not the last one, I'm going to be repeating it throughout the show, but we do have Abandon being released tonight at midnight. And it is going to be available on all of the streaming platforms. So if you use Spotify, you can get it there. If you use YouTube Music like I do, you can get it there. If you use Apple Music, you can get it there. Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, whatever the case is, you can get it there, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And it's going to be streaming live all day on the Tech Music channel, and I almost forgot, Saturday night we're going live a little after 8:30 p.m. where we're going to have a listening session of the album, and I'm going to be breaking down some of the prompting behind it, like how I got songs to sound a certain way. And some of them were by pure luck, and I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome. And some of them I really worked hard. I had to do like many different attempts for it. And then some of the inspiration behind some of the songs as well. All right. So that's what we got coming up for the next few days. All right. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now, before we start working, I am going to check the chat to see how all of my friends are doing tonight. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. We got my guy, me, Mysify, in the building. Says good evening, Ralph, and the chat. Good evening to you as well, me, Mysify. See, I checked this earlier and now it shrunk. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Let's do that. I'm sorry, I swear, I checked it before I started the show, and then as soon as I start the show, it shrinks. All right, we got Ms. Freckles in the building, says, listening in while I finish this work report. Salute TechOTrial mods and chat. Salute to you as well, Ms. Freckles. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in, and just continue to work hard, Ms. Freckles. I believe in you. Know what, Ms. Freckles? Because I know some of them
they ain't believing us.
But I believe in you, Ms. Freckles. I believe in you, and you are going to get everything that you want. You're not going to leave any prisoners behind. So let's run it up, Ms. Freckles. Let's run it up. Let's see. We got my guy DB Daryl in the building. What's up, DB Daryl? My guy Magnetar is here. What's up, Magnetar? Are you settled? Did you get your Mac yet? Are you settled now over where you're at? Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully it's calming down for you. I know moving is a hassle. I'll tell you, my wife is always like, oh, we should move. I'm like, look. Moving is a hassle. And when we moved from our 1-bedroom apartment to this house here, and that was a hassle. Now you want to move a 3-bedroom house to another person? I'm like, look, nope. We're not doing it. We are not doing it. No go. We got Roxy in the scrubs in the building. Says good evening to everybody. Good evening to you as well, Roxy. Let's see. And oh my goodness, look who we have here. We have my best friend Mitch.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
He said take off the blazer, loosen up the tie. Superman is alive. What's up, Mitch? Mitch, you haven't hit us with that intro in almost a year. I am so happy to see that intro. Shout out to my guy Mitch.
Are you ready?
And then Mitch follows it up. It says, man, shut up. You never on time. Probably will be the same damn time. He might be right. He might be right. Who knows? But the goal is to start around 7:30, 7:45, and go until like 9:15ish. So we shall see. But the goal, I might fail, but at least I had something that I was working towards. All right. So, what else? And Mitch says, it just gets to a point. You just be yapping.
Bruh.
Let's see. Now after 8:30, this guy. That's on Saturday night. That's 8:30 Saturday night. All right. But the goal for the morning is 7:45. All right. 7:45 for the morning. So I might schedule it at 7:30 to make it at 7:45. All right. So I have a strategy, Mitch. All right. And Mitch says, where is my heart at? What? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. And, oh my goodness. Look what the cat drug in today.
Let's get it.
We got my guy Darcel in the building. What's up, Darcel? The coach we need. You know what, Darcel? I'm going to play that song to end the show just for you today because I haven't played that intro in a very, very long time. And Magner says delivery is the 17th. What? For a computer? That takes forever. Oh my goodness, that takes forever. And Mitch says Ralph has a mini mansion. Mitch, is that a short joke, Mitch? Is that a short joke, Mitch? Don't you be making those short jokes on me, Mitch. I'm telling you, talking about my mini mansion. I tell you, I yada. Let's see. It says Darcel wants to know though. Darcel wants to know, Mitch. Did you miss me, didn't you? Did you miss Darcel? Did you miss Darcel, Mitch? Did you miss Darcel? That's a great question. That is a great question. Let's see. And Mitch says that the lie detector says that's a lie. Let's see. What else we got? Remember, Abandon drops tonight. Let's see. So Darcel says, been busy as always, but working towards my goals. How are you? What have I missed? Well, Darcel, we started ethical hacking, learning ethical hacking this year. I think it was like the second or third week of I think it was the second week in January. We started ethical hacking. We've been going through it. We spent a few weeks installing Kali Linux. We got familiar with the basic Linux commands. We also we've been going through reconnaissance. We're wrapping it up between this week and next week, where we're exploring different tools. A lot of things about ethical hacking and penetration testing, Let's see. And Miss Freckles says, I'm doing a cover your report, so slightly nervous. Pray for everybody. Pray for Miss Freckles. All right. Where's Rod Brown when you need him? Where is Rod Brown when you need him? I tell you, because you guys don't want my prayer. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. All right. Let's see. Fighting. Yes, Mitch. Yes, Mitch is fighting me as usual. That's right. Oh my goodness. What is going on? What is going on over here? What is going on? I don't know what's happening over here. Let's see. And it says, drop the link again, TBI. It doesn't take that long, 3 to 5 minutes. You're right. You are right. Let me see where. Let me drop the TBI report. So I almost. Thanks for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me, Mitch. But my cousin had got into an accident, sometime like around April of last year, and she suffered a traumatic brain injury, a TBI, and so she's a system engineer. She's been dealing with it, going to therapy and stuff like that. But she realized that there is not much information about traumatic brain injuries that is out there. So she wanted to collect data in order to start create a podcast where she can share the information on to help people who are suffering with traumatic brain injuries, but also to help people who have a loved one who's suffering from a traumatic brain injury, how you can help them as well. So trying to attack it from both angles, because it has been tough for her, but she is making it. She is a trooper, all right? So please do me a favor, click on the link to fill out the survey or the questionnaire. Like Mitch says, it only takes 3 to 5 minutes and that's going to help her gather information in order to help many, many other people out there, all right? Let's see. And let me see. Mr. Echo said, is that right? That's hilarious. And Dar says, I missed what I've been going through last year. I stopped TryHackMe to work on Security Plus cert, then heading back to TryHackMe to put it all together. Speaking of TryHackMe, one of my tech barbarians, I was, which I'm going to talk about that during our first break today, but I was working with them on their final round of interview prep for their interview tomorrow, which is going to be a major interview, and I am rooting for her, but she is also very into cybersecurity and stuff like that. So I told her, you know what, go ahead and join the Discord that is for Patreon members only, tiered Patreon members only, where you can start, showing when you are testing where you can start going live in the Discord where you're showing like what you're testing for the applications that we're building, and people can ask you questions, and you can, because that way it's going to help you build more confidence speaking to people when you, because on the job you're going to have to be presenting and stuff like that. So and then also like when you go live to or you can also go, you can use the Discord to work on Try Hack Me to show people what you're doing, and you can, and people can work together and stuff like that. So she's going to be jumping in there very, very soon, and I'm looking forward to different activities happening in the Team Tech Coach Rob Discord for tiered Patreon members only. All right, so that is the plan. I'm just looking to see how many different ways that we can add value to each other. So that's my goal. That is my goal. All right, so shout out to that. Thank you for bringing that up there. So thank you for bringing that up. And mentions my soft side is coming out. What? So, oh my. If this is your soft side, what is your tough side? Now I am terrified. I'm terrified. Let's see. Miss Freckles is hilarious. I'm happy I could help. All right, you guys are too much. All right. Enough fun and games. Let's jump into our first segment of work for tonight. So, the way that we're going to get started, we are going to get into, and if any of you are interested in following along with the course, then the link is pinned to the top of the chat. So you can, and it's also in the description. But I do have a question for you guys. Because do you like how I go through these courses very slowly so that I can get a full grasp of what we're doing, of how things work, of like, all right, let me try it on my home network. What about if I set up a bunch of different Nginx servers or web servers so that we can be able to see, like, access them and stuff like that. When I am trying a bunch of different sites, because if we go the way that other people normally go through these courses, it's like a sprint to the finish line. But I'm like, no, I want to understand this stuff. I want to pace my stuff. I want to do so many different things with it. So I like to go slow, because I'm not like racing towards anything, right? Because I actually want to be able to articulate it and what I'm doing and make sense of it, instead of just, I just gotta get through it. I just gotta get through it. So let me know if you guys are okay with the pace that I mean, because all right, you can let me know, but honestly, like, I'm still gonna keep the pace because I am learning this for me as well, and I hope it benefits you. But this is primarily for me to understand how this ethical hacking works, right? But let me know if you guys like the pace, if you like how my mind deviates to different parts to try different things. And when somebody comes into the chat and they say, "What about Bbot?" I'm like, "Oh, let's look into Bbot." Or when Nightjade shares some insight, "Oh yeah, let's try that one." So let me know your thoughts, right? Let me know your thoughts. Okay. With that being said, we're going to get started. We're going to be looking first into hunter.io, and then we're going to look at some additional tools like Bbot, and then we're going to search on GitHub for some additional stuff, right? So with that being said, let's get the show on the road.
It's time to do.
All right, so I went to hunter.io, and hunter.io is... let me see, what is hunter.io? Hunter.io is all-in-one email outreach platform. Find and connect with people that matter to your business. So in the course, right, they said that this was a tool for email gathering, right? So let's see what the pricing looks like on this hunter.io. So they have a free version. So 25 yearly searches, 25 per month. So let's do this, right? Let's do so what I'm seeing here, let's do this. Let's do a search, right? So let's do how to use hunter.io for reconnaissance. Let me see something real quick. All right. Okay. So Email hunting recon with hunter.io, right? So let's take a look at this. So this is articles from 2017. It says the problem with OSINT. What is OSINT? I always forget what OSINT stands for. OSINT. OSINT stands for open source intelligence, right? So it says the problem with OSINT, something we as penetration testers have contended with on each of our engagement is recon. It is the nature. Let me zoom in on this. It says it is the nature of the beast with pen testing. Unlike Hugh Jackman, we cannot simply pull Hollywood magic out of our hats and break into networks on demand. If you want to successfully pull off the heist and get away with the loot, you need to do your homework properly first. Case the target location, gather usernames and perform email recon, credentials on rare occasions, and passively gather as much information as the network on the network as possible. Many pen testers don't particularly enjoy this part of the engagement. To me, I think this is one of the most exciting parts of like how you are on a stakeout trying to gather intelligence on your adversary, you know, or as a pen tester on your like not alleged, but on your how would I describe your on the role of your adversary, right? So it says, save for a few rare occasions of OPSEC failure that leave us laughing and shaking our heads, like finding clear text credentials on a help forum. All right, so let's jump down to where they talk about hunter.io, because I don't want to read this whole thing here. All right, so email recon. First off, I wanted to just go ahead and mention that this was not solely my idea, and that the whole aspiration for this post goes to Rashkush for introducing me to the tool I'm about to describe. Before that, I had never heard of the service. Without further ado, I want to introduce hunter.io, a marketing tool for harvesting, verifying, and generating email addresses based on domain or company name. Hunter has some pretty cool features like email lookup and email convention guessing that will give you a pretty confident guess as to what usernames and email addresses look like within your target environment. They even go a step further by allowing you to verify these email addresses actually exist by sending a non-deliverable email and checking for a bounce. Hunter does an excellent job of grabbing all of the relevant data on a specific target environment by the company name or domain, as mentioned, including names, emails, addresses, job titles, and even social media account associated with that email. It even lets you export all of the output to a CSV. That is serious, which you are welcome to do, but I much prefer command line to GUI for the sake of time and simplicity. All right. So if you search at Microsoft.com and then it starts giving you all of these, so what we can do is we can go on LinkedIn, find a random company on LinkedIn, and then we can pass in that company's name or domain and see what we get. All right. So what exactly is Hunter? You may be thinking Hunter is a scraper, but it's not. It's actually a database of information gathered from elected sources. In most cases, Hunter has acquired this information from the email owners themselves. How they do this is a trade secret, but we can assume as a marketing tool, Hunter is a way of finding names and contact information. This helps marketers find and target customers for sales. Hunter.io is also has a very nice API. You know how we feel about APIs over here. The API wraps its data up in a cozy JSON package that code wizards can easily parse and dump into any file they like. In fact, I was trying to develop a tool to do just that until I discovered that a wrapper for this API was readily available in Python, Ruby, Node.js, PHP, and Go code. You can find these wrappers on the bottom of their API page after you sign up right below your API keys. So I'm not going to go into setting up the script, but they show how to set up the script. After signing up for Hunter.io, you get your API key. Let's see. I can already imagine that those of you who do phishing campaigns and social engineering engagements are silently nodding your heads in approval as the use of this tool becomes immediately apparent. This tool is pretty robust, but the API for Hunter.io has a lot of functionality that this script does not cover. A few Pythonic pen testers could easily take this and develop some pretty helpful scripts. I have found it extremely beneficial to use this automated mail verification and auto importing the results them into more rigorous OSINT tools like Maltego and reconnaissance, which I think we have to look into that too. After this step, you can port your results directly into your exploitation framework, i.e. Metasploit. It is equally useful to bring these results into Kingfisher if you are conducting any phishing assessments. If they weren't already, I hope the wheels in your head are beginning to turn. I highly suggest you looking more into Hunter.io. Looking into Hunter.io more in depth when you get a chance. Yeah. All right. Cool. There we go. So that is Hunter.io. So let's see if we can sign up for it. Right. Let's see what we can do. So sign me up with Google. Let's use that. Now, Mitch is going to tell me that my passwords were leaked, and thank you for that, Mitch. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
What do you want to use it for? Let's say find email addresses. Let's see, from domain names or companies. Are you using a CRM? No. Let's continue. And like that, we are in. Let's see. So now what? Let me pull up LinkedIn to find a company. Let's go to, who's sending me messages on LinkedIn? Ah, look at that. Yeah. All right, let me not get distracted by what's happening on LinkedIn. Let me go to jobs. I'm going to share the screen real quick. Just give me a second to get it all set up and situated. Stop writing me over here. All right, let's go to... Let's look up, let's do a quality QA engineer, right? All right, so I'm going to bring this over. All right, so here we are. And let's look for a company, it doesn't have to be a super huge. All right, let's do this one. Pharma QA automation engineer, Austin, Texas, 90K to 110K, right? And this would be useful. This would be useful, even if, like, let's say you're trying to make connects inside of a company that you're trying to get a job as a QA automation engineer, right? Using this would be useful, right? So let's take a look at this. To improve the quality of pharmaceutical drug manufacturing and save patients' lives, yada, yada, yada. They are going to, so 8 years of QA automation, CI/CD. All right, so, and this is called Modicus Prime, right? Interesting choice of words, Modicus Prime. So let's take a tour. Let's explore this real quick, right? So find anyone's professional email address. The email finder helps you find an email address using a person's full name and their company. All right. Let's see. Let's find your first email address. To start the search, enter the full name and the person's company or domain. So I don't have a full name, so we'll keep looking. So they did Matt Tharp, and it found us the chief executive officer for Hunter.io. All right. Let's continue. What do we do next? After finding an email, you can easily store it in leads or add it straight to the email campaign. Need to find email addresses in bulk. So, all right. So, what about, all right, so now let's try that. What about we say find email by company? And what if we say, all right, so what is this name of this company? It's Modicus Prime. Let's do oh, look at that, Modicus Prime right here, 6 results. So let's click on Modicus Prime, and we have look at all that we have for Modicus Prime. So we have Vitaly Kushkaravi. So if you're gonna be applying for this job, right, I would recommend you figure out how to say the chief technology officer's name, because you might get interviewed by them, right? There's only six email addresses that are found. Let's see, we have Arson over here, which is the quality assurance director. What? So look at that. We have the email address of the quality assurance director right here. Arson Gevorgan. Which if you're interested in this position, this might be helpful for you to know. If you are interested in penetration testing and ethical hacking, this is also important for you to know. Okay. So we have this person, director of engineering. We have the chief executive officer, Taylor Chartier. And we have the vice president of quality. So we have the quality assurance director and then the vice president of quality, which is Gayatri Sherviason. You should probably learn how to say that name as well if you are interested in this position. I'm just saying. And then you have the support. So look at that. So let's say we do export, and we can download, include the source in the file, verify email address. Well, I don't think I need. Do I need to verify it? Let's do that, right? Let's include the source in the file. Let's download that file. And let's go to here and here. All right. So now we have that file. And let me see what format I put it in. It puts it in a CSV format. So I'm going to open this up. Let's go over here. And it puts it in a CSV format. Let me open up differently because that's not very legible. Let's open it with So now we have the 6 email addresses: the information email, the general email, and we have the name, department. Oh my God, we have the department: IT engineering, operations and logistics. They have quality under operations and logistics. That's interesting. Why? Unless it's not IT quality, unless it's medical quality, because there's a difference between medical quality and IT quality, but we have director of engineering. So we have all of their information. We have all of their contact information. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let's keep going. Let me close that. Let's go back over to here. Let's find another company. Let's find another company. What about if we do? That's a pretty small company. Let's see. Let's do Price Picks. I've heard of Price Picks before. Let's go to Price Picks. Price Picks. So at Price Picks, we have 54 results. We have Nicholas, Director of Finance. We have Morgan Fraser, Executive Assistant. Ari Kotelis, Chief Financial Officer. Grant Cloud, Senior Director, Data Strategy. We got Chip, which is the Creative Director. Elisa Richardson. Andre Johnson. Josh Kuhn. Look at that. Look at all this information that we got. Look, and if we upgrade our plan, we'll get more. So how much does it actually cost, right? Let's see. Oh, there's API as well. So Oh, look at that. There's a domain search. There's a email finder. You guys want to try the API? I want to try the API. We're going to try the API. This is cool. This is really, really cool. So we're going to try to gather some more information. We're going to try to gather some more information to see what we can get out of this. How much time we got? We have 2. All right, we can start. So what I'm going to do is open up Talend. And we are going to do, all right, let me go to create a new one here. New project. Let's continue as a hunter.io. And we will say, can I do add a request? And we're going to say this request is going to be called domain. Let's do a domain search. See what that does. Domain search. And let's open that request, and we're going to be making the request to, all right, let me take a look at this over here. Let's move that over here. All right, so API key. That's an interesting way to pass your API key. That's not the most secure way of passing it, but okay. Let's do well, we'll see what happens. Let's see. I can always delete and recreate one if it's shared. Of course it's shared. Let me see. I'll just recreate one after the show. But all right, that's whatever. Let's do that. So, and in the domain that I want to search, I want to search for. You guys give me a domain. Give me a domain. Give me a cool site that you shop on that you like, and we can pass that into one of these queries. But I will start with let me see. Let's see, Gorin Bros. Let's look at these hat people. Gorin.com. Goorin.com. All right, let's do a search on that one. And on Gorin Bros, we get that they are a fashion retailer specializing in headwear and accessories, industry, retail, and fashion. We got a link to all of their social media. Break. The technologies that they look at all this information that is sharing here. The company is held privately, and email addresses. Look at that. We have all these email addresses over here. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Look at that. Vice President of Product Design. We have all your information here. I don't see their email address though. I don't see their email address, but maybe. Oh no, wait. Oh, there it goes. It's the first one. It's right there, right there. Look at that. Look at all this information that we have. Look at all of this information that we have. All right, but it is time. It is time for us to head to break. So, what do you think? What do you think? So far, Hunter.io, it gave us. It's spilling the beans on like 3 different companies. You know what? You know what, Magnetar? You might have some competition on this snitching stuff because Hunter.io is spilling all of the beans. All right, I'm gonna check the chat and then we're gonna get to we're gonna talk about the mock interviews. Right, so let me check the chat to see what we got going on. Remember tonight at midnight we have the Abandoned album dropping. Right, so I am so excited for it. It is to me, it's a work of art. It is a work of art. Probably my favorite project that ever. And I worked on a lot of projects, but this has to be my favorite. This has to be my favorite. All right. Let's see. Mitch says that nobody is playing. That is going to be my future. Hey man, I support it. Yeah, you guys have my blessings. All right, you have my blessings. It says, if you go too fast, nobody will understand. This is new for a lot of people. And you know what, Mitch, you are 100% right. Because it's new for me too. Like I understand Linux commands. I understand how to like write some code in Python and stuff like that. But this whole reconnaissance stuff, like the whole ethical hacking, but especially the reconnaissance, like getting your mind about like how to stalk, you know what I mean? How to stalk people, like how to find what people are up to and stuff like that. That you want to go slow and steady on it, you know? I remember when I was doing bail bonds, we had to like run background checks and stuff like that to try to find people. And Miss Freckles is, is that a shocked and excited face, or is that a terrified face? I hope it's the prior. I hope it's the excitement face. You know, I hope it's the excitement face. Let's see. DB Darrow says OSINT is just a fancy way to say cyber stalking. What?
Bruh.
Isn't that illegal in like 10 states? I'm just saying. Magnetar says the survey is complete. Thank you so much, Magnetar. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Let's see. Mitch says that the password has been leaked. Oh my goodness.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
I need to get a soundbite of an alarm going off every time my password gets leaked. We got my guy in the building, A.R. Smitty. What's good, A.R. Smitty? And Magnetar says Flight Club. Okay. Let's see. Remember, Abandoned Tonight, Midnight says, can't nobody snitch like me. Shout out to my guy, Magnetar. The king snitcher himself. And Mitch says that Ralph has a heart. What? You take that back. You know what, Mitch? I would go to the other one, but this one is a crime against humanity. So you get this one.
How dare you?
How dare you say such a blasphemous thing that I, Tech Coach Ralph, would actually have a heart. Aww. You take that back. And Mitch says bail bonds. You did bail bonds? Yup, I did bail bonds. I was. Look, I have seen it all. I remember getting calls at 3 o'clock in the morning when I was on call, and I had to, I don't think anybody's going to understand the distance here, but I was living in Hollywood and I had to drive down to the jail in, not down, like by the Miami airport, like right behind the Miami airport, sit there for like 2 hours because the efficiency at that jail was straight trash. Like I lived like 15 minutes from the Broward jail, but the Miami jail is where the party was at every night. So I had to drive down there, about 45-minute drive. I'm like half falling asleep, and to go write a bond. And I'm sitting there for like in the waiting area for like 2 hours waiting for them to call me so I can put my bond in and yada yada. It was a mess. It was a mess, but I did it all. I've been on stakeouts. Anyways, that was a long time ago. Long time ago. Almost 20, a little under 20 years ago. And Mitch says, Ralph, why are you trying to play me? What? I would never, ever do such a thing. It's a shocked. Oh, awesome! It's a shocked and surprised. That's what I wanted to hear. That is what I wanted to hear. Let's see. Magnetar says, and who can snitch like me? Nobody. All right. I'm not a singer. I make the music, but I don't sing it. All right. Let's see. Oh my God, you guys are so bad. Miss Freckle says, words do not do much for me. All actions, babe. You heard it. You heard it, Mitch. You heard it right there, right? Let's see. Oh my God, Mitch. Mitch, you're the man, Mitch. You are the man.
Are you ready?
That was a good comeback. Mitch says, stakeouts? Stop it. I was. I mean, it was like twice. All right. All right. I was mainly the tech person. I would go write bombs, but I would be setting up websites and stuff like that, and like marketing campaigns and stuff like that. But I did like 1 or 2 stakeouts. All right. And it turned out that the person had moved a week earlier. We were just sitting there all day for no reason. All right. But it was, you never know what could have happened. All right. Let's see. And DB Darrow says, let him cook. And Roxy says, wow, Ralph, a jack of all trades. I have tried many different things in my illustrious 40 going on to 41 years. All right. Now I share this information with you, and I fight. All right. But let's get to our first break time discussion. So I wanted to talk about this real quick. Interview prep like a boss. So I'm gonna put up 5 minutes. Hopefully I don't need as much, but like you know what? All right. The reason I have to put the timer because I always say, it shouldn't take that long, and then I go over because, as my best friend Mitch likes to say, all I do is yap. So let's put the 5 minutes up. So I have one of my premier. What do you call somebody? I can't call him a coachee, right? But like I call them my athletes, right? One of my premier athletes that I'm coaching, who has a major interview coming up, and I was like, all right, well, and they said, you know what? I need you to help me interview prep. I said, all right, cool, of course, that's what we do here. And when I have one of my people who have interview prep coming up, I say, I'm like, all right, well, because we can do it, every other coaching call and stuff like that as we get ready. But once the interview is set, and we're like, all right, well, this is crunch time. We have to practice as much as we can. So we had an hour interview prep on Saturday. Then we did another one on Tuesday before the show started, and for like 30 minutes. And then we did one today for another 30 minutes. And if you could see the progression from Saturday's call to Tuesday's call to today's call interview, you see like it's such a big difference, and it was absolutely a remarkable transformation. The confidence that from having like very little confidence to having a lot of confidence today. And I even said, you know what, this is what we're gonna do, because they're in the UK, so they're like 5 hours ahead of me. And I said, this is what we're gonna do. What time is your interview? And they said, it's at this time. All right, look, we're going to have a pep rally. We're gonna have a pep rally tomorrow, like tomorrow morning, right? We're gonna jump on, and I'm going to get your mind right so that you can go and crush this interview, because this is your job. This is what you've been fighting for so long, right? That's what I do with the people that I'm coaching, right? Those who I see actually put in the work and put in the effort. This is like one of my top coaching people, because they said, like, you guys always hear how I'm ranting about like what people they don't sign up for their coaching calls. They just sign up and then they get ghost. This person, they schedule their coaching calls for like 6 weeks in advance. And we adjust as necessary. If I'm going to be unavailable at some point, I'm like, all right, let's just reschedule. If they're going to be unavailable, they'll reschedule. But they are on point. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because practice matters. I know the other day you're like, oh, I don't like it. Like, I don't like interviews. I don't interview and stuff like that. That's because 90% of the times, it's because you're unprepared. And that's why you don't like it. Me, I don't mind interviews because for me, I'm like, look. And that is one of the reasons that I got comfortable going on, coming on YouTube. Because I know that in whatever role that I do, I'm going to have to sell myself. I'm going to have to communicate. So for me, an interview is just another meeting. And I see it, and the way that I approach an interview, I approach it as that, number one, you're the one, like, if you decide not to go with me, that's your loss, not mine, right? I just add you to my list. I add you to my list of, okay, because the company that does hire me, you're going to be missing out on all of this that could have been yours, right? On all of this amazing mindset and innovation that I come with. And that's what I instill in every single one of those that I'm coaching, and every single one of my Tech Barbarians. You guys are you're the dream team. You have to show them what they're missing out, right? And that's why I'm like, I don't mind interviews. I don't care because I always approach it as, if you don't go with me, that's your loss, not mine. And I just keep it moving. And that's the mindset that I put in every single last one of them. There is nothing to worry about and nothing to be afraid of. But you have to practice. You have to perform, because I don't want you to go out there not ready. So, and then I also make the questions tough. I make my interviews a lot harder than you're going to experience when you go into that interview, right? And like what I'm going to do, I am going to be releasing the audio version of the mock interviews so that you can see for yourself, and you can have an idea.
Back to work, chop, chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work, back to work, back to work.
So that you can have an idea of like how I get these questions, like to do this, and they'll ask me questions, and I just answer the question as if I worked for that company, right? But I want you to see the progression of the first day we did the interview prep all the way to the one that we just had, where they were like so much more confident, and how I'll drop some tough questions in there, and how on the first day their mind didn't know how to handle it, into now how they just quickly adjust and pivot and they just killed it, right? So that is so I just wanted to share that with you. Like when it's crunch time, then everything is like everything's off the table. We're like, all right, we got to get to work. We have to crush. We have to make sure that you're ready, because look, the ones that I'm going to invest my time in, and that I'm going to out, like, because the time that I spent, way more than they're paying for, right? But I also see you as an extension of me, and I want you to take my mindset into that company. So when you get hired, they're not only hiring you, they're also hiring me, right? So, and that's what I want to instill into those that I'm coaching. All right. Real quick, because I almost forgot. Remember like about a month ago, I talked about I did interview prep with my cousin, and she just let me know yesterday that she got the job. And said that me helping her the night before the interview was invaluable. Like that was the deal sealer right there. She's actually going to be calling me after the show ends to loop me in on all the details. But I just wanted to say shout out to my cousin, actually my wife's cousin, but nonetheless still my cousin by extension. All right. Let's get that off the screen, and let me finish with the chat before we get back to our next segment of work. Magnetar says, Miss Freckles Jenkins? What in the world? What? Let's see. And Mitch says you were eating steak. I was not at that time. Mitch, at that time, I was a Pillsbury Doughboy. I'm telling you. I was huge. It was bad. And Mitch says that, dang, you old. What? Now you get her.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
And Mitch says, yap. And Mitch says, see, I didn't want to say mentee because that would be like I'm the mentor, but I don't really feel like a mentor. I feel like I'm a coach, right? Because sometimes there'll be, I'll be on a coaching call and people start to, they start to do. I'll be on a coaching call and they will do this to me. They will start to run in the Victim Olympics. And I'm like, whoa, what is going on?
You see them running in circles tight. Always got a story they rehearse tonight. Asking for dimes, they got no shame. Blaming the world for all their pain. Oh, they say, let me hold something.
I'm telling you, like, they'll be running in the Victim Olympics. I'm like, whoa, slow that down. We do not do that over here. And I have to check them. Sometimes I have to check them, right? Because a mentor, they're not going to check you. They're going to be like, oh, it's okay. And, life is tough sometimes. And I know you're not where you want it to be. But if you just keep pushing, life will get better. When that's not true. Sometimes when you keep pushing down a cliff, right? And I'm like, so I don't see myself as a mentee. I'm a coach. So for me, they're my athletes, right? And I say, or a trainer. You can take me. I could also be a trainer. Shout out to Tim Grover, one of the trainer of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade. But wrote the book Winning and Relentless, 2 awesome books. But I'm like, look, you need to get your head out of your. Stop whining and complaining. Take the opportunities that are presented to you, right? And run those opportunities up. I'm debating on what video I'm going to do on Monday, but I'm thinking about doing a video about are your dreams actually nightmares? So that might be my Monday video, right? Let's keep going. Let's see. Miss Freckles says, I have some motivational videos to send to you too. Miss Freckles, you can send them to me, but also drop them in the discourse, in the Discord, in the Embrace the Suck channel. That I made that channel yesterday because you got to embrace the things that suck. All right. Mitch says, just don't sell your soul. What soul? What soul, Mitch? What soul, Mitch? Come on. You should know better. Roxy says, congratulations to her. Yes. Mitch says, shout out to the fam. Indeed. It says, did they poke your stomach? It was bad.
Bruh.
Roxy, are you laughing? Is Roxy laughing at me? You know what, Roxy, normally you don't get this, but today you get one of these.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
Oh, my goodness. How dare you guys? Magnus says, what is it about your company in the private sector that separates it from the public sector? What is it about your company in the private sector that separates it from the public sector? Can you elaborate on that question a little bit? I have an idea of where it's going, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's follow up on that question because I'm not 100% sure about that, what you're asking. Let's see. Mitch says that you are just mean. I am not mean. You're mean. You're mean, Mitch. I am not mean, okay? And Miss Freckles says, I told somebody today, I told somebody in my family, point blank, stop running in the victim Olympics. Awesome job. It says, that's what I meant in the Discord. Shout out to all the Patreon members who have joined the Discord. We are going to get a lot of people in there to network and work together to make things awesome. Roxy says, embrace the suck. Yes. You have to embrace the suck. You have to get comfortable doing the most miserable things because that is what is going to build resiliency and character. It could be fasting. And maybe you are on a journey to lose weight, right? And, all right, I'm gonna fast. I'm going to fast for over a day. Who knows? And I'm going to eat this type of regimen and stuff like that. And then in about 5 days, you've dropped like 3 pounds. You're like, what? What in the world? I did not expect this to happen. But in like 5 days, you dropped like 3 pounds. You're like, whoa. And everybody's like, oh, she thinks she all that. Oh, he thinks he all that just because he dropped a few pounds. But guess what? You did it and they didn't. It says that question was an interview question if they wanted to hire me. Oh, I see what I got you. Okay, I got you. So all right, let me read it again. It says, so the interview question, what is it about your company in the private sector that separates it from, so that's a question that you would ask them, interviewing, like as you're interviewing for the role. If they wanted to hire you, you're asking them. Okay, that is actually an excellent question. That is an excellent question right there. All right, let's do this. Let's jump into our second 20-minute segment, and then we will continue on with it. All right, so let's go over to, let's start a timer.
Let's go!
All right, so let's see. So for Gorin, the hat company that I normally wear, it says, let's see. So so look at all this information that they're giving us, right? So talk about reconnaissance, right?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So they're sharing the domain. So without having to go to the actual site, we can just use this API call to get the domain search, and it's telling us that the domain gorin.com, they don't use webmail. I don't know what the disposable stands for, except all is false. So pattern, first initial and last names that they're telling us, and the organization Gorin Bros, fashion, all right, so industry, retail, and apparel, all their social media links. So you could stalk the hell out of this company if you wanted to, right? Let's see. Technologies, Babel. So I can see from here already, right? From the technologies, they're using a node framework, so Babel, Facebook, Google Analytics, Google Fonts. So they're getting their fonts from Google Tags Manager, Lightbox, React.js, Vue.js, Visual Web Optimizer, Shopify. They're using Shopify. Font Awesome for maybe their what do you call those things again? I forgot the name of them, but they're little icons. Cloudflare probably for their CDN. They're based in San Francisco, California. They have a headcount of 51 to 200 employees. It's a privately held company. Says, not sure. So that's probably the CEO right here. Let's see. Sources, LinkedIn. So that's not the CEO. That is all right. So that's a VP of product design, Andrea Chinoweth. Department design, senior executive. why don't we check out her? Why don't we check out her LinkedIn? Oh, that's not what I do. Let's see. There goes Andrea for Gorin Bros. Talk about reconnaissance. Talk about reconnaissance. Intel gathering. So now I can be looking at Andrea's LinkedIn profile, all about Andrea, as I try to gather information on getting into this hat manufacturing company. We're hiring senior marketing manager of CRM and digital marketing, a fashion designer. So for all of you who went to school for fashion design, you can apply for Gorin Bros. All right, let's go back to our API. What else do we got? We have this information was verified on February 7th. What else do we have? Email addresses. Reed Johnson, Executive Vice President, on 3 different locations. This was verified 1/4/2025. We have Chase Nutter, Senior Management, Retail Manager, confidence, 97% confidence. And we have all these email addresses, right? So imagine if you send an email to all of them, right, to try to see what type of social engineering you can do. Let's see. We have Adam Laverentidis, Director of Marketing. Let's see what Adam is up to. Let's find out more about Adam. Adam, 15-year international experience, energizing globally. Look at that. Which hat is he wearing? He is wearing the dog hat. Look at that. Well, he used to work at Timberland. Let's see. He used to work at Converse as well. And all of this information is it's great for social engineering as well, right? It's not only to try to see if you can hack into somebody's email, but to and I'll tell you this, right? The same thing you see me doing here for this reconnaissance stuff is the same thing that I would do if I was going on an interview for a job, right? I would be looking to get all the information on the people who work at the company who's going to be interviewing me and stuff like that, so that I can try to be personable and relate to them. And so it's all about marketing. It is all about marketing at the end of the day. So the same tactics that you would be using, that we're using for Intel, I believe that reconnaissance, although it is part of ethical hacking and penetration testing, it spans all of the pretty much anything, right? So if you're going to be interviewing, you should be doing the same thing. You should be doing the same reconnaissance if you're going to be interviewing somebody, right? Now it's going to be a different type of reconnaissance because they don't have a company that you're going to be looking up, but you need to find out information about the person that you're going to be interviewing, all right? All right. So that's Adam. All right. Let's go back over to here. Let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch of other people, right? And there's more people that they have, but due to our account, it only gives us up to about 10 people, I think. Let me see. Where did we have this open? All right. No, where is it? Okay, so there it goes, 100.io. Let's go back. So now let's try we're going to do this. So we're going to go to here, and And I have a video in the Patreon where I'm actually showing you how to do reconnaissance. I didn't even know it was reconnaissance at the time, but I'm showing you how to do reconnaissance on LinkedIn in order to get more information about a company, so that you can try to network with the people at that company, to network with the people at that company, to try to build a rapport before you like months before you even apply for that job, right? So let's go. So let's do Fanatics. Which one is Fanatics? Fanatics are they the team apparel stuff, or are they a gambling site? So Fanatics is gambling. Interesting. So all right. So look at that. We have Mary Jose right here, right? So who is the hiring manager for Fanatics? All right. For the senior quality assurance. So she's the senior manager, quality assurance engineering. So let's try to find out some information about Mary Jose, right? Let's go to. All right, let's see what the API call is. So we need to do domain name, and then we're gonna pass in Mary Jose. Okay. So I am going to copy this one. Let us save the domain search, and I'm going to add a new one, and I'm going to paste this in here, and I'm going to say Gorin.com, and I'm going to say Mary and the last name Jose, and we are going to send our request and wait to see if anything gets returned to us. So being that it's searching the database, that might take a little bit longer. But I put the wrong site. So it should be fanatics.com, I believe, right? So let's try fanatics.com. See, that's why I'm a little confused, because I know Fanatics as the clothing website. But on here, it's saying, let me check what's the logo for this one? Fanatics. It's the same one. So why does it say, so do they do both? Do they do the clothing and the sports gambling? Okay, well, whatever. Let's try. So here we have fanatics.com, and we're going to send that. And it found it right away. It found it right away. Huh. Look at that. So we have a 92 score. First name Mary, last name Jose, email address mjose@fanatics.com, domain fanatics.com, company Fanatics. Verification date is, I guess they must be in GMT time, because, or some ahead of us, but the verification date is tomorrow. They are in the future. But look at that. We have Mary Jose's email address. So if I'm applying on the QA side, I can say, oh, I saw that you had a posting, and I email Mary Jose directly, right? Send her my resume and my accolades directly. Tell her like why I am the person that you should be hiring. But that's that one. That is remarkable. That is remarkable how we're able to find this hunter.io thing. Let's see, what else do we have? Email verification. What does that one tell us? So how about this? Right? Let's verify Mary's email address. Right? Let's make sure it's correct. So I'm gonna copy this one. And we're gonna save this as, this is person search. Save to hunter.io, scenario 1. All right, now I'm gonna do a new one, and this is gonna be, so we know that Mary's email is mjose@fanatics.com. All right, so now if I send this out, and it comes back. It comes back with a 200. It tells us that the score is 72. Results risky. Using results is deprecated. Use status instead. Status accept all. So it looks like regex true, gibberish false, disposable. So I think what they mean by regex, which if I had to guess, is even if you have a slight mistake in the email address, it'll still try to get it to her. I could be wrong about that. Gibberish false. So you can't just pass in anything. MX records are true. SMTP server is true. SMTP check is true. Accept all is true. Block. All right. So that is pretty interesting. That is look at that. Look at that. That is pretty cool. Let's see. What else do we have? Company enrichment. Let's see what that does. Let's see what that does. Let's go to, so let's save this one. And this is email verification. All right, next up we have, this was, what was this one? It was company enrichment. So all right, let's find another site. Let's find another one because we've beat up Fanatics enough. But staff QA engineer, that's awesome. Let's do. What about serve robotics? What are they talking about? So let's find. I don't know their domain like that, but if we go to, so let's say we have serve robotics, right? And we go to 100.io. And we say, all right, I want to find, let's say discover. Let's say company name. And I want to say, what is the name again? It is, did I copy it? Nope. It is serve robotics. So let's say we do a discover for serve robotics. Serve robotics, look at that. Look at serve robotics. And it's serverobotics.com. That's the domain. It found 27 emails already. All right, I'm going to copy their email address. And I am going to go to our talent, and I'm going to pass in, not their email, but copy their domain. I'm going to pass in their domain name. And I am going to say, all right, so we found Serve Robotics doing the, what is the name of this search that we did? We did a company enrichment. Let's see what they have under company so the results for company enrichment, right? So we have the name of the company, Serve Robotics. The legal name is Serve Robotics. The domain is serverobotics.com. They have no domain aliases. There goes their phone number in case we want to call them. We have their company email addresses. We have contact serve, careers, press, info, investor.relations, partners, and invest. We have the category that it's under. We have their tags, year was founded, their time zone, their logo, their social media. Let's see. So that's pretty detailed. That is pretty detailed. All right. What else do they have? Person enrichment. Let's do a person enrichment. I will use Mary Jose again for this one. This one is email company enrichment. Let's drop it here. All right. So let's do a new one. And we're going to do M. Jose at Fanatics. And we're going to say a search. Oh, what did I do wrong? Hold on. Company enrichment. This is going to be person enrichment. What did I do wrong? mjose@fanatics.com. Did I miss an S? All right, let's try that again. The email address does not exist. What? But you found it on the other one. Maybe they don't have her in particular in their database. So let's do another one then. Let's do a domain. Let's use. How about we use this Goran Bros one? And let's use this person. We're gonna copy that and we're gonna go over to person enrichment. Let's try this person. Oh, look at that. We got this person. And the info that we get from them is, so we have their full name, given name, their family name, their location. Oh my God, look at this. Look at all this information. The longitude and the latitude. Let me see, can I? Can we pass in what about if we do I'm trying to pass in this value into Google Maps. All right, so let's see if we go here, paste that.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
I'm going to share the map with you in just a second. So, if we move this map over into here. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let's do this. So, let's see here. If we move it here, so they are somewhere around here in San Francisco. All from our API call right here. Employment, Vice President of Product Design. We got their LinkedIn handle. Nothing on Twitter, nothing on GitHub. They even have a GitHub. You can even get a GitHub in there as well. Email provider, all that. So that's a lot of information. That is a lot of information, but we're going to get to break. We're going to get to break. Alrighty then. So let's see what else we got. Roxy, let me check the chat. Roxy says, "Is your head in the clouds?" What has gotten into Roxy today? Look at Roxy. I don't know if Roxy has been listening to Rock the Scrubs today, but Roxy is on fire. Let's see. let's see. Oh my God, this is not. It was going so well. It was going so well. Let's see. Be nice. Yes, Eminem. Be nice. Oh my God, you guys are too much. Roxy says, how about we try Fabletics? I will do that. We will do that when we we'll do that when we come back from break, all right? Let's ban this person on Twitch. Let's see. Mitch, you are 100% correct. Roxy has been feeling great, apparently Roxy has been feeling great. Let's get it, Roxy. Let's get it. All right. Says Ralph, wait for the story. There's a story? What story? Is there a story? Is there a story that I'm missing? Is there a story that I'm missing? Let me know. All right. Let's get to our break, because I've been yapping for way too long. Look at that. We have less than 30 minutes to go. No.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Mitch was right. I have been yapping. Says, what they say on Twitch, let me know. It was just spam. That's all. Just spam. All right. Let's get to this topic real quick. We are going to be talking about exploring Let's Defend Blue Team. So Night Jade sent this to me. About this website called Let's Defend. Let me see if I can pull it up. But it's supposed to be like blue team training. I'll tell you exactly what she told me. So, because there's so many different teams. There's red team, there's black team, there's blue team, there's a purple team. So I can't keep up with all these teams, all right? I need to get more hoodies. I need to get more lovely hoodies. Shout out to Tom Ass Lone, 1963, I think it was. Shout out to him. But let me see. What did Night Jade say? Night Jade said that. Let's see. She said blue team is defense, red team is offense. All right, look at that. So, and the site was letsdefend.io. So I just wanted to explore this real quick. And hands-on blue team training. Let's Defend helps you build a blue team career with hands-on experience by investigating real cyber attacks inside a simulated SOC. I always forget what SOC stands for. Security Operations Center, right? So they have where you can sign up for free, which we're going to sign up for it. But let's see the learning path. So let's see the platform, right? I just want to explore this real quick. Learning path, follow the roadmap for your career. So let's say for a beginner security analyst, they have career switch to cybersecurity for students, data management, network fundamentals, Windows fundamentals, Linux for blue team, security incident event management, SIEM 101, phishing email analysis, SOC fundamentals, malicious auto IT. Did I set a timer? Oh, I didn't set a timer. All right, that way we'll finish. We'll wrap this up quickly then, because we still have one more segment to go. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff in here. Is that let's see, path. What's the path? So career switch to cybersecurity. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, network fundamentals. So start this path today. Network fundamentals 2. Windows fundamentals, Linux for blue team, network protocols, network protocol 2. Introduction to cryptology. You remember we had a software explorations on cryptology about maybe a month and a half ago, maybe. Malware analysis fundamentals, malware traffic analysis with Wireshark, dynamic malware analysis, how to investigate SIEM alert, job hunting. So many different things that's available to people out here, you know. So this seems really, really cool. I'm not gonna sign up now. I'll sign up afterwards, but I think that's really cool. Let's go back to, oh my goodness. I just want to get back to the homepage. Because I'm on app. Let's go over here. Let's see what else they have. So they have the courses, challenges, browser-based blue team challenges, and they have a community. Join the blue team community. Let's see what else we got. Use cases, build a career, upskill your team, skill assessment, send blue team challenges to candidates and get reports. So build your SOC analyst career, start learning path, how it works, start the learning path, complete it, get a certificate. hands-on training, hands-on courses. We've helped thousands of people. All right. Real cyber attacks, certificates. All right. Pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. But for now, we are going to, let me drop the link in the chat to this in case you want to sign up. So Nightjade sent it to me, a cybersecurity expert. So if she backs it, then it is, I'm pretty sure it is the real deal. I'm gonna drop that in the chat and then we will get to it. All right. So there we go. Let me see what the chat has to say before we get back. And it says, me and my future, well, let me get rid of this, which is me and my future wife. Weirdo. Who you calling weird, Mitch? I still can't see some of the messages. If you're talking about in the chat, switch from top chat to live chat, and that should show it to you. And Roxy says, always a story. What are you talking? I don't know what Roxy's talking about. It says, Ralph, did you get the editor flowers? I don't even know why I brought that up. I don't know what you're talking about, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. It says, whoa, I said future. Isn't that what I said? Didn't I say future? Didn't I say future? Do you mean this future?
I'm just being honest.
Let's see. All right. Let's get to our last segment because time is of the essence. Remember, the Abandoned album is dropping tonight at midnight. I have to go to jiu-jitsu in the morning. I have to have a pep rally at 5:45 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then at 6:07 a.m. I have to go to at 6:07 I have to go to jiu-jitsu. So not 6:06, not 6:09, not 6:08, but at 6:07 I need to leave the house to get to jiu-jitsu, which I'll end up probably leaving at like 6:14, to be honest with you, right? Don't judge me. But I'm gonna be up to midnight to make sure that the album is released on all the major streaming platforms, right? And then tomorrow morning at 8 on 8 a.m. on Eastern time on the Tech Music channel, it is gonna be streaming for like throughout the whole entire day, all right? So I will be all over the place tomorrow, okay? But we're gonna get back to our last segment of work. Let's get to it.
It's time to do.
All right, let's see what else this API offers, right? What else this API offers? They have personal enrichment. So we did that one, and then combine. Let's do a combined enrichment. What about if we try copy? So this is the all right, so person enrichment. Let's go to here. Did I say all right? Person enrichment. Let's do one more. We're gonna do. Roxy said Fabletics, right? So let's check Fabletics, right? So what is Fabletics? It is fabletics.com. So Mitch, you're always talking about the figs, but Roxy's asking us to search for Fabletics. Roxy is asking us to search for Fabletics. I'm just saying. Let's see. All right. So let's do a comprehensive search for Fabletics, right? So we're gonna go to the domain search first. We're gonna save this one, and then this is gonna be called combined enrichment, scenario 1, and we're gonna save that. Right. So let's do comprehensive, right? So what was this one? Let's do. Because when we clicked it, it changed it. And I saved it. All right, let's go to here. Copy. We're going to go to here. Get that. And I'm going to search for fabletics.com. And also, don't forget, the traumatic brain injury survey / assessment is in the chat. please do me a favor and take that. Help us gather data to help people who are suffering from traumatic brain injuries and those who are supporting people suffering from traumatic brain injuries. All right. So fabletics.com. And we are going to send that off. And it is found. All right. So Fabletics is an athletic apparel company that offers fashionable activewear through an e-commerce platform, including a subscription service. They have a subscription. What is a subscription service? Is it like sending you like clothes every month? They are big. So the pattern is first initial your first name and then last name. Industry, retail, and fashion. There goes all their social medias. They're based out of El Segundo, California. They have a head count of 201 to 500 people. Email address. Let's see. We have H. Irvin, Haley Irvin, Director of Fabrics. Okay, Director of Fabric. Okay. We have Gabrielle Tannenbaum, which is Executive Assistant. We have Diana Arana, Art Director. We have Rosie Giron, Director of Production. We have Shannon Barney, Senior Director of Real Estate. Real estate? Interesting. Didn't expect that one. We have Christina Caruso, Director of Human Services of HR, or Human Resources. We have Tim Collins, the Chief Technology Officer. Shout out to Tim Collins. And we have Kate Williams, the Vice President of Women's Design. Shout out to Kate Williams. We have Megan Chisholm, Director. And lastly, we have Brendan Concannon, Art Director. So let's use Kate Williams, right? So now let's go over to let's do an enrichment, combined enrichment, right? So we're going to go here. We're going to search for Kate Williams at fabletics.com, and we're going to search that. And we have data for the person and the company. So this is a combined search. We have, so Kate Williams lives, or not lives, but whatever location she has, it's in Marina del Rey, California. Let's see. We have her latitude and longitude. Let's see, employment, Fabletics, Vice President of Women's Design. Let's see, no GitHub, no Twitter. We have the LinkedIn. Let's see, we have no Gravatar. The company ID, we have the legal name, the website information, the industry. Let's see, phone number for the company. Pretty good stuff. Shout out to Roxy giving us that amazing website where we got to do like from domain search to a combined enrichment search to give us all. It's spilling all of the details. All right. Was I? My goodness. I wasn't even sharing the screen, but I'll show you this, right? I thought I was sharing the screen. I was just yapping. Oh my God. Thought I was sharing the screen, but this was pretty much what I was going through, right? So I went through the domain search and I got the information about Fabletics. And then I went to the combined enrichment and I was going through all of the details for Kate Williams. And we can even probably look her up on LinkedIn. Let's look her up. Let's look up Kate Williams on LinkedIn. Let me see. Where would I find it? Let's go to person search. At least you can see this part. And I will do, let's do email search. Is there email search? Let me see. Hold on. Let's do email finder actually. I don't think I saved that one. Let's do save. Let's do. And the email address for Kate was save. Let's do email finder. Save that. And let's go to back to domain search. Let me copy Fabletics. Actually, no. Let me do emails. Kate Williams. Let's do Kate Williams at Fabletics. And now I'm going to go to Email Finder. And I'm going to... let's do... okay. So, but I have her email already. But I guess I could still find it, though. Kate Williams. Send. All right. So now let's look at her LinkedIn. Oh my God. I'm supposed to open a new browser. There goes Kate Williams, the Vice President of Design at Fabletics. Spilling all the beans. Went to University of the Arts in London. Look at that. Look at that. All good in the hood. All right, perfect. All right, that's about it for Hunter.io. How much time do we have left? We have 10 minutes left. All right, perfect. So what I want to do now, I want to search for the Bbot tool, Bbot Cyber OSINT. So Bbot is so this takes us into the next part of the show where we can search GitHub and different online platforms for additional tools for reconnaissance, right? So Black Lantern Security has the Bbot tool. So let's take a look at that. So Black Lantern, so this was released August 19, 2022. Black Lantern Security is proud to announce the release of Bbot, an open source OSINT open source intelligence automation framework for hackers. Bbot is the OSINT tool that you've been waiting for. A single command can execute subdomain enumeration, port scanning, web screenshots, vulnerability scans, and more. To install and run, we'll do pip x. So this is written based on Python. So pip x is the recommended installation method. This installs Bbot in its own Python environment. So we would do, so it'd be like Bbot and targets, and then you would pass in all these parameters. Let's see. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll drop the link to this in the chat though. And then we could try it out. Let's go to, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to go here to read the and I'm going to drop the GitHub link as well in the chat in case anybody wants to try it out. But we'll probably go a little bit more in depth to it next week because this tool was recommended to us last week, and I said we would try it out. So that we're definitely going to do that. We don't have that much time left for tonight, but we're definitely going to try it out. Let's see. So I think we watched this last week. But what we can do is we can go into our Kali Linux install. And give it a run. Let's see. So let's go. Let's start up Kali Linux. We haven't used Kali Linux all day today, right? So we're going to be using and I still remember my password. Let's see. So we're going to go into the terminal. And let's try the guac terminal, why don't we? So let's do pip x install Bbot, and I'm going to move this over here, make sure that you can see it. And I'm going to bring this over here. Where did it go? There we go. Let's put that here, right? Oops. Let's go here. All right, so it's currently installing Bbot. And these apps are not globally available. We have Bbot installed on our Kali Linux instance. Let's see. Make this a little bit bigger though. And it says bleeding edge dev branch. We're not going to do that. So subdomain finder. So bbot-t evilcorp. Is evilcorp.com an actual website? Passive sources only. So let's do passive only, right? Hopefully this doesn't get us in trouble, but let's say we do bbot and then t, and we pass in, what does the t stand for? So we do T, and let's say we do, I don't know, ESPN.com. I don't care if ESPN wants to block me. And so we're here. We do passive sources. So ESPN -P and then subdomain -enum rf passive. Anything else comes after that? Nope, that should be it. So let's try running this command, see what we get using bbot. Scan ready, press enter to execute Shaggy Hadrid. Let's see. All right, let's press enter. Let me see. Can I zoom in on this? How do I zoom in on the? I don't think I can. All right, let's press enter. Look at all this data that it's getting us, and it's supposed to be, and this is supposed to be running passive as well. So shout out to the person who shared the bbot tool. I forgot who it was. It was something Rogers. I forgot exactly the name. But I'm gonna shout him out tomorrow. Look at all this information. Look at all this intel gathering that we're doing. Let's see. It's still going. It is still going. Getting subnets and everything. Jeez. That is a lot of information. Subdomain finder. Web scanner. Run a light web scan. Run a thorough web scan. Everything, everywhere, everything everywhere at once. Let's see. Output modules. I'm guessing that's like how to store the information that you're gathering. So feature overview, support for multiple targets, web screenshots, suite of offensive web modules, natural language processing powered subdomain mutations, native output to Neo4j and more, automatic dependency install with Ansible, search entire attack surface with custom URL rules, Python API plus developer documentation. That's pretty awesome. Bbot accepts an unlimited number of targets via that -T You can specify targets either directly on the command line or in files. So you can use like a CSV file to do it. Targets can be any of the following things: DNS name, which is your domain name, IP address range, open TCP port, a URL, email address, organization, username, let's see, file system, and a mobile app. Wow, that's everything. All right, I think it's done. I think it is done. Or not. But I'm gonna stop it though, because we don't need it to be going all the way like that. So let's stop it. All right. So that is Bbot, and that's one of the many things that Bbot can do. Complete list of modules and flags. Complete list of flags. Complete list of presets. Configuration. And the cool thing about this is you can program it into your workflow. You know, it's just code at the end of the day. And they have some documentation. So let's see, comparison to other tools. Is there one for let me see something. Is there one for gathering emails? Let's see here. I don't know. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, that is really, really cool. Really, really cool. I'm happy this was sent to me, because we got to explore a lot. And then you can also pass in the API keys like we were doing in, was it WhatWeb, where you could pass in the API keys for different providers. Let's see. I think that is about it for now. We don't have much time to dive deeper into it, but let's see what modules they have. Yeah. I think that's it. I think we're ready to go back to full screen now. We can dive deeper into it next week, but we only have like a couple of minutes left. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start going through the chat, and then we're gonna final thoughts and wrap it up. All right. So Mitch said that you said wife. I did what? I did what? Well,
Lunch break. Lunch break.
you never know what the future holds. Mitch, you never know what your future holds. All right. Mitch, you never know what your future holds. All right, look at. I got you, Mitch. I got you. Mitch says, are you bragging or are you complaining? I'm always bragging, Mitch. I am always bragging. All right, Mitch. You know that.
I was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest.
And it says, just make sure you come back with flowers, editor. I got you. Let's see. Mitch says, Roxy, whoa! They might be better than Figs. Roxy Fabletics. And Roxy follows up with, wait. They are better than Figs. Oh my goodness, what is going on in the chat?
We the best.
I have to agree with you on this one, Mitch. Roxy, you are sick. We gotta go. My God, this is so. I can't even read this one. I cannot even read this one. This is so bad. I'm not even gonna read this. Oh my goodness. You are terrible. You guys are terrible. And Miss Freckles says, I am done. Shout out to Miss Freckles. And Mitch says,
Hey,
right in time for dinner. Mitch, what are you and Miss Freckles having for dinner tonight? What are you and Miss Freckles having for dinner tonight, Mitch? Let's see. And you are very, very welcome, Miss Freckles. Hopefully those are helpful. Let's see. It seems okay. And Magnus says, does the Python course make you use GitHub? Let me check. I don't think they do. I do not think they do, but that shouldn't stop you from using GitHub nonetheless, though. You should push all your stuff to GitHub. Let me see. Let me confirm. But that's the thing that I always say with these courses, right? They don't, I don't see anything about, where is it? 1 second. Not this one. Show more. Actually, no. There is some stuff about GitHub. I'm wrong about that. Because they're going to have you. She's going to have you deploy an application to GitHub Pages, which is not exactly GitHub, but well, no, wait. There, yeah, it says. So I'll share the screen real quick. It says, yeah, it does cover GitHub actually. GitHub, GitHub, and version control. So I guess it does cover it. I didn't remember that because I took this course like 2 years ago, but yeah, so it does cover that. So that's good. Let me. Oh, there it goes. Git. It would probably be somewhere in. Oh, there it goes. On day 70. That's kind of far to get into the course to start, because I would say like ever since when you first start using it, start pushing your different repositories to GitHub. But it does cover it in depth, like not in depth, but in about hours of time. GitHub is massive though, so this right here will not be enough. So I would definitely recommend focusing on a Git course as well at some point. But yeah, it does cover it though. Let's see. I'm gonna get back to full screen. Let me see what else we got. Mitch says, how long is the album? That's an excellent question. The album actually is it's about 31 minutes. It's about 31 minutes, something like that. 9 songs on it. I was trying to keep it to make it an EP. To keep it at 8 songs, but I couldn't help myself. I had to get to 9 because like I couldn't leave any song off, right? And Mitch says that I'm also sick. I don't feel sick. I feel pretty good, Mitch. I feel pretty good. What are you talking about? And Mitch says you can read it. And Miss Freckle says tonight's dinner is heart-shaped pizza. Since my report took forever. Well, heart-shaped. You know what, Miss Freckles, I think that is an appropriate dinner because before Mitch realized that you're here, he asked, where is my heart and where is my future? So I see heart-shaped pizza in Mitch's future. Let's see. It says, but Mitch, see, Mitch. That's why I tell Miss Freckles she needs to sit in the front of the class because you guys are passing notes back and forth and Miss Freckles is not able to concentrate. All right. Let's see. And it says, okay. Never mind. Class is over. Oh my God. Miss Freckles says, I cannot wait for the album. I think it's dropping based on like, so Eastern time zone. So if it drops at midnight, so you might be able to get it at 11 your time, or yeah, at 11 your time. I think that's what's gonna happen. So let's see. All right, but that is it for tonight. We are going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We had an amazing time. But I have a question for you. I have one little small question for you. The question is,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I am very entertained. I had a great time learning this stuff. Remember our final thoughts for today. Final thoughts. Abandoned album tonight at midnight. It's going to be on all major streaming platforms. Tomorrow on the Tech Music channel. It will be streaming all day. And I have some big plans for the Tech Music channel, but it's going to be streaming all day. So definitely want to tune in for that. Yeah. I'm going to give you guys some music to listen to throughout your day. At any time of the day, you can jump in, listen to the album, have it do what it do. Have you guys have a smooth, happy Valentine's Day. All of that good stuff. And remember, if you haven't done so already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time they go live and drop new content. Also, please do me a big favor. Take the traumatic brain injury assessment questionnaire survey to help my cousin in her research as she is recovering from her own traumatic brain injury. All right. But yeah, that's it for tonight. That is it for tonight. We are going to play one of my favorite songs, Guarded Hearts. Let's see. All right. Before we go, Mitch said, be careful what you wish for. And Ms. Rego says, I'm always careful. Roxy says, have a glass of wine with the pizza. Oh, that is so sweet. Aww. But Ms. Rego says, we do not like to drink. No wine for us. How about one of those non-alcoholic grape looking Welch's things? Have those sparkling Welch drinks. Have a glass of that. All right. And AR Smitty says, take care of yourself and each other. Shout out to my guy AR Smitty. Amazing person. All right, you guys, we are out of here. We are out. You guys, it's cranberry juice. We're out. You guys take care. We're going to listen to Guarded Hearts on our way out. One of my favorite songs on the album. Tech Coach Ralph, we are out.
Got a wall around my feelings, built strong like a fortress. Lost inside a maze, emotions in deep storage. Careful when I step, trust is fragile and thin. Words they cut so easily, then they're gone like the wind.
People play the game, say they'll be there and vanish. Promises like shadows in the daylight, they vanish. Guarded heart, I move in silence, whispers in the dark. Can't let them see me slipping, gotta always stay on guard. Guarded heart, I got emotions that they'll never see. Protective armor on this soul that's always watching me. Trust is delicate, a thread I'm holding close and tight. Living in the shadows, always careful with mine. Secrets in my eyes, mysteries behind my gaze. People think they know me, but they're lost within the haze. Invisible scars from the lies and broken phrases. Walking through the fire, I emerge from the blazes. Truth and lies, they mingle, dancing like it's fate. So I guard my soul and never second guess my gate. Trust
Trust is rare and precious, like a diamond in the rough. In a world of masks and mirrors, gotta stay tough. Got it hard, I got emotions that they'll never see. Protective armor on this soul that's always watching me. Trust is delicate, a thread I'm holding close and tight. Living in the shadows, always careful with my light. You once had the stars in your eyes. The world was yours, a grand prize. But then you met his hollow disguise. Now you're lost under gray skies. What happened to you? What happened? You had such potential, such potential. Now you're drifting through, just drifting. A fog that's existential, existential fog. You had the world in your hands, dreams as big as the sky. But you followed a hollow man. Now your fire has run dry. You can come home where hearts heal. Find the strength to start and to feel. In our arms your wounds will seal. Come back to what is real. That wannabe man took your life, turned your days into endless night. But your true self is within sight. Break free and take flight. Remember who you used to be, standing tall, wild and free. Don't let his ghost be your key. Unlock the door to you and me. You let him take over your mind, and now you're losing your way. Once so strong, now so confined in a life made of clay. You can come home where hearts heal. Find the strength to start and to feel. In our arms your wounds will seal. Come back to what is real. Your soul's still bright, just buried deep. Wake up from that twisted sleep. You're more than these tears you weep. Find the promises you keep. What happened to you? What happened? You had such potential, such potential. Now you're drifting through, just drifting. A fog that's existential, existential.